Hey guys, and welcome to another Devlog episode. Today we will be talking about the new mechanic in my game, the missions. Let's clear one thing up from the start. The title says procedural generation, and yes, the missions will have procedural generation, but not the things you have to do to complete those missions will be procedurally generated, but the maps you will be fighting on to complete those missions will be procedurally generated. And today we will be talking about the failures and the successes I had with procedural generation, and I will be showing you how you can accept those missions and what they will be for. Anyways, starting off, I want to say that procedural generation in 2D games isn't the hardest thing, but I still decided to add some to my game because it can give the player some type of excitement. It also removes some development time of carefully crafting new levels that will be done for you. Okay, now let's jump right into my first attempt at procedural generation in this project. So, as you can see here, it didn't really work that well at my first try. There were only 2 platforms spawned, which is nowhere near enough, and they are spaced out, which is also a problem. But as I've said, it's pretty easy to do this kind of procedural generation, so on my second try it worked flawlessly from then on out. To explain a bit of the code, I'm using a point and moving that a specific amount of units every few milliseconds and spawning a new platform there. I'm doing that for about 2.5 seconds, so when you load in, basically all the platforms have spawned and the map is ready to be explored. Okay, now let's talk about some of the other maps that will be procedurally generated in mission form. Next up, we have the castle. This is the only one I've completed this far, but there will be 4 different procedurally generated maps. The other 2 that will come from now on will be a bit more complex because there will be height adjustments and all that, but wait for the next devlog, it will be in there. Anyways, a lot of time went into creating a new tile set for the castle. I'm not really the best at art, and so it's a big challenge for me, but I think it looks pretty cool, the castle. It's not like a modern type of castle, it looks a bit old and maybe like a sewer a bit, or just old and abandoned. I'm also currently working on a couple of new enemies that will be in these missions, but I won't be giving you a snippet at this point. Anyways, there's not that much to see here, it's basically the same thing. A little different, but I think it looks pretty good and I hope you guys like it too. Okay, now I'll be showing you one of the coolest things I think in the game. This galaxy room, I think it looks super cool. It's not the coolest thing from terms of like functionality or something, but I think it just looks cool. And I'm planning on maybe animating a bit, but let me know in the comments what you think this room is for. I won't be telling you, but you can guess in the comments. Okay, now for the last thing of this video. I know it's pretty short as usual, but I will be showing you how you can accept those missions and where to go. So, in the City of Light you have to go to this vendor who runs the weapon shop or something, but he won't be selling you any weapons. He will be giving you the missions. So, when you click on him with F, this window pops open. There it will be telling you what your stat requirements are for each mission, but this is only a guideline. You can start any type of mission at any point in the game. It's just very hard to complete without having these requirements or more. As you can see here, the other 2 missions are caves and mountaintop. So you have missions in the grassland, caves, in a castle, an old castle, and on a mountaintop where it's very snowy. But you will be seeing all this in the next episode. So just click on the mission you want and the difficulty and press play and you're in. It's that easy. So there's not much to talk about here anymore. I made some little changes like making a better scene transition animation. You have to stick to the original route, so it's very basic, my new scene transition, and fixing up some of the levels and making them look more beautiful. Anyways, thank you for watching the video to this point, and if you're this deep in the video, you might as well just subscribe if you want to, I guess. And Bye.